Hey everybody, this is Corey from Blockchain WTF. On April 1st, Vitalik Buterin, head of the Ethereum Foundation, tweeted to a GitHub proposal that would create an Ethereum supply limit. This was all done on April Fool's Day, so of course everyone took to the cryptosphere to figure out if this was a joke or a serious Ethereum approval proposal, also known as an EIP or EIP. There's several details to the proposal, but the most important thing in it was a proposed fixed Ether supply near 120 million tokens. This number would be exactly double the supply of Ether in circulation at the platform launch. The main question that came from this proposal is, would introducing a supply cap make Ether a deflationary asset? Historically, stores of value with hard caps have had some issues. You might assume that a restricted supply would increase price since you are introducing scarcity. But something interesting happens when a capped asset approaches that cap. Everyone knows the cap is being approached as the asset will be harder to come by. So instead of spending the asset, they hoard it in hopes that it will rise in value. The lack of transfers using the store of value causes the value to decrease and hopefully reach an equilibrium. Some are arguing that this will happen to Ether. In order to institute a cap system, you're going to have to end up greatly reducing block rewards. And if transaction fees are not high enough, there is not enough incentive for nodes to mine. This means that there are less nodes securing the network, therefore making the network more susceptible to 51% attacks. However, there are many in the community with a very different opinion. This potential supply cap isn't really news for anyone who's been following Ethereum's roadmap. While no explicit supply cap has been thrown out there, the plans to adapt Casper and move towards proof-of-stake mining, it could be deduced that this block reward cut was going to happen, effectively placing a highly restrictive limit on how much Ether would be produced. And while block rewards for proof-of-work mining will be greatly reduced, we're still not exactly sure what the incentives that come with staking tokens will be. If those incentives are enough to keep nodes validating, well, then the security of the network will be maintained, especially if the price of Ether increases. Since the amount of staked Ether doesn't change, the price of what is at stake will be increased, further discouraging bad actors since they lose their stake if they act maliciously. They also propose a pretty simple answer: moving the decimal place. There are many subunits of Ether, and the idea is that as a supply is reached, people will just move the decimal place and work in tenths. There are actually specific subunits of Ether, named after pioneers in the space. Would this idea support transaction volumes? The verdict? Who knows? This technology is new and Ethereum is blazing ahead into uncharted territory. And that's our rundown of EIP-960. It's a new proposal, so if you have any comments or questions, throw those down below. While you're down there, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to keep up to date in all things blockchain. For more information, visit Blockchain WTF, and I'll see you next time.